I'm not here today as a Republican, a Democrat, or even just an American. I'm here as a black man.
A black man.
Who is tired of watching weaponized statistics flatten our humanity and justify fear. I'm not making this video to beg anyone to see black men and women as safe or to make you feel comfortable. I'm making this video so the facts are on the record. You can believe whatever you want about us, but what you can't do is hide behind junk statistics and fear scripts. And to the pundits who walk into black spaces with a pocket full of viral numbers and a camera, do your homework. Learn the difference between arrests and convictions, between solved and unsolved, between intra-racial and interracial. If you won't, expect a response, expect receipts, expect your fatigue narrative to face a mirror. Because if cherry picking is your weapon, it cuts both ways. We're done debating propaganda. We're here to teach people how to read the numbers for themselves so they can stop being played, especially in the black community. I'll extend grace for ignorance if you simply haven't had time to look up the data. But once the receipts are on the table and you keep defending a falsehood, that's not ignorance anymore. That's a choice. Today, we're going to fact check a set of viral claims featured by Steven Crowder and echoed across social media. And we're going to teach you all how to read crime data so you never get hustled by them again. And let me say this as loudly as possible. One loss of life is too many. Nothing here minimizes harm. This is about how numbers are used to tell a dishonest story. Now, let's talk about where that 13%, 50% stat really comes from. The number, 13% of the population committing 50% of the murders, has been repeated so often that it feels factual. But the truth is simpler and more responsible. It is a misreading of law enforcement reporting tables. The figure comes from the FBI's Uniform Crime Reports and Supplemental Homicide Reports.
Hello, my name is Tim Ferguson, Assistant Director of the FBI's Criminal Justice Information Services Division. The FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting Program, or UCR program, is proud to release monthly crime data on the FBI's Crime Data Explorer, also known as the CDE.
Those documents show arrests and known offenders in solved cases, not total crimes, not convictions, and certainly not racial predisposition.
When people quote the FBI's national crime numbers, they rarely explain how those numbers are actually collected. In the United States, there are about 18,000 law enforcement agencies. Roughly 16,300 of them are enrolled in the FBI's crime reporting system, but only about 85% actually submit usable data. That means around 15% of agencies, mostly small rural departments that serve majority white areas, do not report at all.
Each year, roughly half of the United States homicides remain unsolved. And in those unsolved cases, the offender's race is unknown, yet commentators compare only the solved portion to the entire U.S. population. That's invalid. Solved cases reflect where law enforcement resources and attention are concentrated, primarily in urban centers with large black populations. This creates what criminologists call a clearance bias. It means the visible share of black arrests is inflated by geography and policing intensity, not by behavior. That is how statistical artifact evolves into national talking point.